explainable AI is basically taking over what we have in the past of black box AIs. So black box AI, it does not give you any sort of explanation of what that algorithm is actually doing. So in terms of credit scoring, so one of the key aspects of credit scoring is basically the repayment history of someone. In a normal black box algorithm, you wouldn't know why did it gives you a certain score, for instance. So in explainable AI, it's very important that it actually shows you this particular credit score is actually derived from what sort of features that are being used. For fraud detection, there are a lot of features are being used by financial institutions, for instance, in order to determine whether a transaction, whether it's an online banking or a debit or credit card transaction, is fraud or it is not. In a normal, again, black box system, you wouldn't know what is the point of that particular algorithm triggering that particular transaction to be a fraud or a non-fraud. So it's important that financial institutions know that the algorithm is actually making a particular decision using explainable AI to show that, okay, this particular transaction is being labeled as fraud due to a certain feature or a number of features which are being flagged up. In terms of risk management, the markets change drastically. It can be throughout the course of a day, of a week, or of a month. So when you have all of these data points together, you can actually put them and make better decisions. Even if you have data from the past, for instance, they might not be relevant to what is going to happen today or tomorrow because things change in a very rapid way. So for instance, that if you had a model pre-COVID, basically pre-2020, the decisions that were made for market decisions may not be relevant today because things might have changed. So having a risk management model that adapts to the time and day of where we are today and the future is important. So whenever a patient goes and take any kind of reading, for instance, ECG or EEG, the healthcare professional will usually take a printout, which is usually many pages, and they will actually go through these signals to find if there's any anomalies to that signal. So an experienced healthcare professional may be able to do it quickly, but just imagine having hundreds of patients each day to analyze these signals. So how machine learning can help is to actually break down the signals into manageable parts that a machine learning algorithm can look at and to quickly determine what kind of disease or what kind of sickness that the patient has. So with this, it actually allows the healthcare professional to actually focus on very specific issues rather than going through the many pages of the readings. So the machine learning algorithm here is not intended to replace any healthcare professional, but is actually helping to assist the healthcare professional to make quicker decisions so that they can assist more patients in the shortest time.